Andreas, welcome to ENTV. This is going to be a fun interview.
I think so, Amos. I think so.
Okay, ENTV, we have an actual, architect, dating coach slash. This is going to be fun.
DJ,
It's going to be
DJ,
fun.
love promoter. Yeah, I've been there, had many lives. People
Okay,
usually ask me, Andreas, what are you doing now? Not how are you?
okay.
So we're in the next chapter and dating
So,
coach.
okay,
Mm,
so all the single people, or those that
yeah.
want to be single that aren't, listen up. This will be a fun one for you. So, Andreas, let's cover a bit of what you do today, and then let's go into your story as well as what you want to take me through. So, let people know, how do you introduce yourself?
Andreas, the dating coach. No, just Andreas. Oh God, it's a bit slimy, isn't it? Um, it- it- I get invited to parties, and the first thing they say to me is, "Come over here, come over here. I've got to introduce you to someone." And I'm like, "Oh, right, okay, I know what's coming." And they go, "This is Andreas. Quick, ask them." And they're like, "What do you mean, ask them?" And you know what I mean. And I'm like, "What?" And they go, "I want you to ask them that question you asked me." And I go, "Okay." And then I kind of go, "Listen, this is really embarrassing, but I'm a dating coach." And then they go, "Oh, okay, what have I done wrong?" And I say, "No, you haven't done anything wrong, but they're obviously asking me to ask you because they want to know your answer." And I say, "Okay," and I have to kind of calm them down because there's no point putting someone against the wall and saying, "Right, I'm going to shoot you now," because they're immediately going to go, "What?" And so I have to bring them down a little bit and calm them down and bring breathing down and whatever, and say, "Look, I'm a dating coach, and I've got an alternative strategy that works. It worked for me. It's worked for my clients, and it's not out there yet." And Amos, you're quite privileged because this is my first live Zoom, podcast
Wow.
interview. Let's call it that. Yeah,
Wow.
first live. I've done podcasts, one podcast, but yeah, this is the first live TV interview.
Okay.
One of many, let's hope. So it could be my last one. You
Well,
never
I,
know.
I can hook you up. I can get you on uh, at least two or three other networks interviews. So let's run through this. We'll have some fun.
Yeah,
So,
let's
Andreas, I'm going, what's the question?
okay. Well, let's get clear, right? It's a simple question. Anyone can ask it. Um, it's not technical. That's the beauty of it. Okay. So I'm not going to say much more than that, other than, okay, I'm going to ask you the question, but I need to get you ready first because you're in interview mode, and I need to get my interview mode into you. Okay. So are you relaxing there, Amos? And anyone else that's watching, are you
Yes.
relaxed?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's why I just lean forward to kind of relax a bit.
Lean in, lean in. Okay. Have you got a clear head? You're
Yes.
not watching the watch, are you? Okay.
No, 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 no. I gotta, my phone's off, silent. I'm clear.
Okay. Amos, are we ready?
We are.
Okay. Imagine, Amos, imagine you're at a circus.
Okay.
Imagine, imagine the lights. That's it. Close your eyes. Imagine the lights, the sounds, the smells, the thrills, and the suspense.
Okay.
All right. Now imagine you're one of the acts or performers.
Okay.
Which act or performer would you be, and why?
The lion tamer, the one that
Oh,
does the lions. Like,
okay, okay.
yeah.
Oh, gonna jot that one down. Lion tamer. Right. Okay. And the why part, please.
Well, I can see I got a whip in one hand to keep it in check, and then I got like a hoop, and I want the lion to like jump through the hoop. But if it gets out of a line, I'm gonna whack it because I
Okay.
want to put on a performance for the people. And this
Okay.
powerful beast is
Yeah.
it's quite a lot to control and contain, and I'm trying to get it to jump through my hoop. But I got both. I got the instructional whip in the hand, and I got the carrot I want it to go through in my right.
Okay. That's great. You can open your eyes now. That's fantastic. Now, as well as the why in there, because we didn't get to that. What was your association? You're not obviously a lion tamer. You're not. You scared of lions?
No,
You're
no.
not scared of lions. Oh, okay.
Well, I don't want to be in a cage with one if
No.
I have nothing, but
But
that's
there's
that's what I
nothing.
saw.
That was exactly, that was what you saw. That was your intuition, your unconscious selection.
I could see my outfit.
Wow. Okay. Really? You
Yeah.
saw nothing else, nothing else at all. Immediately when I said why and what and whatever,
Yeah,
that came in.
well, no, the first thing I saw like I could smell, animals, there was elephants, I could see people, it was loud, it was, and
Okay.
then when you said, "Where are you?" and then I saw it, that's in that vision, that's where I was. I was working with one lion, not multiple, one lion.
Ah, one line, specific.
Yeah.
This is what I like, specific. And this is quite important because when you ask the question, and you can try it with anyone, or I'm assuming you're married with a partner, you could be single, it doesn't matter. You can ask anybody this question and it works for business too.
Okay.
It works for business too. I started the analogy 12 years ago, created templates, and it works for business too, which is interesting because it enables you, knowing what you know now, you've identified your ideal role in the dynamic of a relationship. What do I mean by that? Your ideal role in the dynamic of a relationship means that you want to be in control. You're the
Yep.
lion tamer.
Yep.
In a relationship, you want to be in control.
Oh yeah.
You're quite loyal. You said one lion.
One.
Lions generally like to, I'm going to say, play with more than one lion, more than one relationship. They're comfortable being polyamorous. I'm going to be modern now and go polyamory, but they could be players. They could be dating more than one person at a time. You're saying one lion, that's loyalty to me. Yeah, the trigger is loyalty.
Well, I'm going with
It
my gut.
might
What
have
I
been,
saw is just one. Yeah.
okay, it
Yeah.
may not have been that in the past because lion tamer often gives you the clue is lion tamer. You now said one, but you've still got the skills of the lion tamer that can control more than one lion. Okay. So prioritize the priority in this case, in your relationship, is that you're always in control. You want to be in control. You don't like not being in control. So if you're in a relationship with someone who tries to take control over you, you feel threatened. Correct?
In business, anything. Yeah.
Anything.
Anything.
What? Why? Why do you feel that?
I felt trapped growing up as a kid, and I don't like feeling trapped and told what to do because I experienced a lot of that as a kid.
Okay. Yeah, and I don't know your backstory. Okay, first time we've met. What the question reveals, it's very strange. It is strange because I say that because I'm surprised every time I ask the question and I get an answer from a complete stranger who doesn't know me, doesn't know my system, doesn't know the analogy, doesn't know anything. In fact, sometimes they say I don't even know really circuses much, but an illusion, an image came in my head, and that's what it was. And I can really elaborate, but I won't at the moment. I'll keep to you. The important part is you enjoyed the fact you gave the analogy of the whip in the hand. So you're kind of, I'm in control, you're jumping through hoops, you're powerful, it gives you strength, it makes you feel Amos. Doesn't make you feel anyone else. It makes you feel Amos. I'm in control of my relationship and I need a partner that's going to listen to me. I'm not being abusive here. We're not talking about abusive. We're talking about just listens. Just listen to me. My name's Amos, and I just want you to listen to me, please. Yeah. Don't challenge me. You can be strong and powerful like a lion. This is the analogy working now. And I want a strong woman. I don't want a pushover. I want a strong, powerful woman. But you know what? I'm the boss. I'm the lion tamer. We're going to be the perfect partnership, just as long as you do what I want. Please don't make me do what you want. Push me over the edge. Certainly, we can discuss this. We can play the game, and I can train you. And when I say train, we're using the analogy. Yeah, we're talking about discussion and communication, which is key in a relationship. And it's purely this lion tamer lion relationship we've got here. That's the perfect analogy for you in the circus. There's
Wow.
loads of other dynamics. Now, if I say something, and I'll ask you this, is that the kind of relationship that works for you?
Oh yeah. Like,
Some people will say that's abusive. No, one second. Some people will say, God, you're that. I'm not saying misogynist because we're not talking misogyny now. We're talking controlling man that wants a woman that's submissive to them. Well, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. There's lots of women that want to be controlled and led by a strong gentleman. I'm going to use that, gentleman. A nice guy who knows what he wants, and wants a partner who's going to support him in every way and follow the lead, because it makes them feel comfortable. Now, another thing is, you can be very jealous if you're pushed by someone that makes you jealous. I don't know if you've been in a relationship before where a partner's challenged you and made you feel very uncomfortable, created jealousy. I don't know if you have, but that in a lion tamer can have those buttons that someone can press. If you're with a woman that perhaps presses the button that's trying to make you jealous to get attention, it
Oh, no, no.
really F's
Oh,
you
no, no.
off.
Oh, no, no. Wait, I've had that well, not many, a few times. And oh, yeah. I want to say, can I say something here?
Go
The
on.
reason why is not the jealousy part. The other part is because I know how to put on a good show. And so I need a lion that's going to cooperate with me so I can show her off.
Yes.
And so
Yes.
she wins because I know how to create really attractive things that the people go, wow, that's amazing. But I need a cooperative lion that's beautiful and gorgeous and strong and powerful because I know how to conduct it.
Absolutely, it hit the nail on the head, because you want. And excuse me, look, there's a big backstory to this whole thing, okay? And the real backstory, because we've cut straight to the chase, and I thought we weren't going to do that, okay? Originally, it was going, right, okay, this is the background to where I got to, and then hit you with a question about halfway through, and then you were going to already be, and the audience were going to be already in the loop. We've gone to those movies where they start with the end and they come to and you go, oh, what the F's happened? Hang on a minute. Ghost, he's dead. The protagonist is dead. What? I paid to come in here and he's dead. So where is it? And then all of a sudden, Patrick Swayze is a ghost. You get what I'm saying, don't you? So we're going full circle. So I've hit you the question, which is kind of good because you haven't been in psychology and NLP, neuro linguistic programming. There's something called leading. The question is simple. Where are you? Conscious location. You're at the circus. Create a picture of the circus. Unconscious location, right? Or sorry, unconscious selection. I'm getting confused myself. Is created by me asking the question, what would you be? And your mind then goes to, oh wow, okay, I was at a circus. Now what would I be? And your imagination takes over, rather than me saying, Amos, what would you be in a circus? Because you immediately think that's a direct question, which needs a direct answer, which is a conscious answer, which is, oh my God, I'm scared of lions, or I can't go up there because that's too high. I'll get vertigo. And you start thinking of things you can't do instead of things you can in your imagination do, and lock into the unconscious selection, which is the perfect and ideal relationship for you.
I love it. I love the way you just did that because
I love it
you got
because
me
I
into
found my
theta.
wife that way.
Okay, so let's go into so people watching this going, holy cow, what just happened if they've done this themselves. So can we get into your story of how you developed this and why?
Okay. Right. I'll try and be as brief as I can, because it's a good chapter in a book. And I can say this because it's a book for charity. It's a collaboration, one chapter. Mental Health Week, October the 10th, I do believe, is the release of the book. There are about 20 odd women and one, I believe, man. I don't know if there might be someone else coming along. Authors with one chapter each, 3,000 words. My backstory is in there, but I will explain it quickly here. Had various chapters in my own life, studied architecture, depression, whatever, killed my business. I kind of closed my office, started thinking laterally, what can I do? I've been a DJ all my childhood life, DJ as in music, vinyl records, funded a lot of my buying my vinyl as a student, DJed at university, DJed in clubs when I started at 17 when I shouldn't have been. And every summer I'd go to Cyprus, which is an island in the Mediterranean in Greece, and DJ every summer for 3 months of the year. And then when my architecture collapsed, I started club promoting in London, and that blew up because my system blew up and I became a club promoter worldwide, DJ worldwide, had a multi-million-pound business running clubs. The clubs were called Starsky and Hutch. Some people may know them, may not know them. But anyway, it's a TV show. Cut a long story short, that lasted for about 10 years. And that went down. I won't go into that because I've signed an NDA with Sony not to tell you about that one. But they made the movie afterwards. Anyway, so there we are. I'm broke. I'm with a girlfriend, but no money. I'm depressed. I'm not in a good position mentally. I was not necessarily a celebrity, but pretty okay financially. I was being invited to this, that, and everything. All of a sudden, didn't want to go anywhere. Didn't want to show my face. My relationship suffered, depression. We went this way, and I suddenly found myself at about late 40s with no relationship, no money, no career. Well, I was helping my dad with his business, doing some renovations. What they call them? You call them? We call them housing renovations, property renovations, whatever, realtors, that kind of thing. Anyway, so I decided, how am I going to get myself a partner? Yeah, I can't really go clubbing anymore. I'm like 46, 47. Whoa, that's a bit old. The DJing part of it, that's a bit, that went under. Didn't want to even show my face in clubs. Oh my God, dating online. What is this? Wow, people are confused, man. They don't even know what they are anymore because people were on there saying, I want this. And I could see they wanted that. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't fit in here at all. And a few failed dates and whatever, I found myself very confused, very frustrated, almost shutting down. And I thought, I've got to create a strategy that's going to help me with my choices, because there's loads of choices. I'm on Tinder, I'm on Match, I'm on OkCupid. I won't mention all of them. And I'm like, whoa, I can't figure this out, because I'm getting lots of matches, but I'm also getting lots of, ghosting and people disappearing, not communicating, 2-word answers. I want communication, man. And I didn't want young kids, and I'm going to say that, young kids that I couldn't communicate with, because the whole social media thing for me was completely alien. So long story short, I thought, I've got to figure this out, and it's got to work for me now, because I'm in my late 40s and I want a wife, long-term relationship, and I want kids because I haven't got any. Who's going to give me all of that? My perfect partner, maybe in their 30s, who's basically wants someone that's a nice guy. It's not a sugar daddy because I've got no money, because that was the other thing. You go online and everyone wants to know your backstory. Yeah, I've been a club promoter and a DJ. Yeah, but that sounds good, but where's the money? And there wasn't any. And the depression was kicking in. I was thinking, oh my God. So how do I open a story? And I thought, the one-liner. Imagine you're at a circus. Blah, blah, blah. And it opened a conversation. And I started getting people coming back with this answer and that answer. And I thought, wow, hang on a minute. There's a relationship going on here. Because I know what I am. And I know what they are now. And what you said, I need a lion who's beautiful and can communicate with me, and we can put on a fantastic show. And I realized there was a system and there was a method that I could communicate with people and help them as well. Because I helped myself and I started dating people that were compatible. Obviously, not everything works, yeah, but compatibility is your first starting point. Obviously, if I fancy someone online, I'm going to swipe left or right, whatever it is, yeah. Next is first line of question. Hi, blah, blah, blah. I'm Andreas. And if you hit them with an interesting line, they go, wow, that's an interesting statement. Come back with an answer, even if I wanted to date them or not. And I got hundreds upon hundreds of replies. Whereas before it was, hi, I'm Andreas. And I was getting, who the F are you? No, not even an answer. I'd get, oh, that's an interesting question. well, no one's ever talked to me like that before. I'd be that, and I'd get a full paragraph. What an introduction. And I would see into that person's personality, yeah, which gave me an opportunity to connect without any barriers, without the I'm fierce feminine, I'm this and I'm that, because there was a lot of bravado. There was a lot of, and as much as I'm a fan of Myers-Briggs and I'm a fan of attachment theory, they're fantastic. And archetypes, they're fantastic, but they don't exactly tell you everything about a person. It's okay for you to say I'm an NTJP, whatever that means, but how does that match me? I know what you are, but how does that match me? Because you're an introvert or an extrovert. Okay, I know you're an extrovert, but what am I? I have then got to go and do the test and come back to you. A simple question reveals everything for both of you. And at some point, you're able to actually go, we don't match. Thanks for the conversation. We're not compatible. And I found myself playing well, I know you've swiped right with me and we both fancy each other. And the conversation was, but we're not compatible. And the answer was, well, why not? I said, well, yeah, well, thank you very much. But this is why. And I explained it and it became a system. And I said, look, armed with that, go and ask one of your new guys,
Love it.
women, go and ask one of your new guys this question and come back to me. And before you know it, I had hundreds and hundreds of messages. And then obviously I was able to get emails and send them the full, the template of what it's about and how it works and the strategy. And I tested it with hundreds of people for about 3 years for no money whatsoever. Then I met my partner, who I'm married to now, 9 years ago, nearly 10 years, nearly 9-10 years ago. God, and I took dating seriously and thought, right, let's get a real job. Someone that's making me money, because obviously it wasn't making money at that time. It was a hypothesis. And I wanted to kind of work this on in the future because I met my partner, who was my ideal partner from the dating, from the Circus Question. She wanted exactly the same values as me. She was young enough to have children. We've got 3 beautiful kids now, under 6. We matched completely. In fact, funnily enough, we did the match quiz on OkCupid, if anyone's ever done it. 100 questions. Sorry, it was 100 questions. It might have been a lot more than 100 questions, about 300 questions. And we were 99% match. And we did that just to prove that the Circus Question works. And I'd done that with a lot of other people. And it's like, wow, we were both like, wow, really? I can't believe this. She's considerably younger than me, but we meet in the middle. I think I'm quite young in spirit. My age is a secret. Like yours. I don't know how old you are, but it's a secret. Only because I'm a bit younger than what I probably look. And she's a bit older than what she probably looks. So, we meet somewhere in the middle. And we're very happy. But what is important is I love making or helping people find their ideal partner. Because I don't know them. And I don't know what they fancy. I don't know what you like. If you were single now, I wouldn't know. I'm not a matchmaker. You say blonde, I can't go and get you a blonde girl. I can just say, look, go find a blonde girl that is a lion. Ask the question, find a lion. And see how that flows, because your conversation will flow. She'll want to be led by you. Find another lion tamer, and you'll have conflict because both of you will want to lead and there'll be attrition. Find someone that we're going to get into a different set of conversation now, which is the balance, because your ideal balance, you're a lion tamer. Your lion is down here, and that's the power polarity balance. You're the leader, she's the follower. Okay? I can't use other words because if you start using dominant, submissive, people start thinking it's abuse. It's not. It is pure. You lead, control the relationship in a good way. There are lion tamers that are narcissists, abusive. You're on that, by the way, you're on that line. Yeah. You could quite easily become a narcissist because you have the traits. You said it earlier. I like to look good with my partner. You strut around, you control the rate, you fire the whip. To someone on the outside, they think, oh, Amos is a narcissist. You're not. I know you're not, from what you've just described. In that relationship, the why was not, I beat her to a pulp and she does what the lion does what they're told, otherwise they get smacked and whipped to death and whatever. Because I get lion tamers to say, I stroke my lion. I don't even get them to jump through hoops. I stroke them. I love my pets and whatever. And that's a really caring, even more affectionate lion tamer. You know what I mean? So there isn't always abuse. Why is power dynamics always a thing of abuse? The word power says, oh, you've got power over me. No, the person that's your ideal partner wants you to have that, is allowing you willingly. If we go into the 50 Shades analogy, the submissive is being allowing the dominant to do what they want because they trust them, not because they're being abused or raped, or, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, I've got to be careful what I say, because it's not misogynist. It can be, but it's not. Where it is dangerous is when a lion tamer who doesn't know they're a lion tamer is trying to date somebody also in a balanced dynamic, not a lion, has chosen trapeze. Trapeze, and that answer, trapeze, is someone who's balanced. And I'll give you you're the polarity at the top, your lines at the bottom. I'm going to give it numerical value. Yeah, numerical value of 10, 9 and 1. So your 10 is perfect. The perfect 10, 9 and 1. The flying trapeze is 6 and 4. The catcher is 6. The 4 is the flyer, the one that swings and lets go and gets caught by let's say the guy. So you've got that. The timing is equal. It's balanced. Yeah. Yours is unequal. You're on top, she's on bottom. So this timing has to be perfect. It's a balanced dynamic. Where it's slightly stronger, and I use the term stronger, is where the catcher needs to be strong in the dynamic for the partner to lean on them. So that balanced dynamic only works when a strong female, and we'll get to the essences in a minute. I don't know how long we've got. All night. But when a strong female needs a stronger male, yeah, if we're using the stereotypes of female and male, to catch them or help them in times of need. So it's a very balanced dynamic. It's a shared analogy. Okay, yours isn't. Your partner relies on you more. It's a little bit dependent. To make the show work, you need to do all the. Whereas in that, they work together. And just at the point where she lets go, he does all the work, catches her and does this and flicks her back. Do you see what I'm saying? Now, if you dated someone who is trapeze, they will often fight you, challenge you, because they don't want to be controlled all the time. They want to do a shared control. In other words, that's a switch relationship. Sometimes her, sometimes him. And sometimes when I really need your help, I really need you to be the stronger man for me. The anchor. That's the analogy. The anchor, not just the catcher. They both work. Both analogies work. Catcher and anchor. And obviously I work with women. 99% of my clients are women. They're over 30. Usually because it's once bitten, twice shy. They're new to date. Well, they're not new to dating. They're new to dating online. They're divorced. They're single. They're frustrated with the system. Whereas someone usually in the age of 20 or something hasn't been bitten yet. So they're kind of, I know everything here. And oh no, So I've kind of, when I've coached people that are younger, they often have to fall or get hit before they come back and go, yeah, actually you were right. So going back to masculine, feminine essence, it's important this. I don't use stereotypes, really, because the important thing to understand here, although I've just used the male and the female, is that what I believe we're all made up of masculine and feminine essence as a spectrum. You have a lot more masculine essence. You want to be the lion tamer. Your partner needs to be far more feminine. In essence, masculine controls, feminine submits. Feminine essence, yeah? My answer is ringmaster. I'm very balanced, and I have as much feminine essence as I have masculine essence. So one day I can be soccer with the guys, football, soccer in America. I can, have a couple of drinks and yada. And the next day I'm chatting with the girls about peonies and dresses and whatever, and everyone's like, how do you know all this stuff? And I'm like, well, because I'm aware, I don't know. So I connect because my feminine essence, and I'm straight guy. So I'm masculine, I'm straight guy, but I've got so much feminine in my creativity that it's always come out in my architecture, in my DJing, I'm a lover. I'm not a fighter. I'm not saying you're a fighter, but you get what I'm saying. The masculine essence has got far more danger in it. Lion tamer. I'm a ringmaster. I'm happy to multiplay with all the different acts and pick the ones that I really want to work with. Yeah. So I could work with a ring mistress. I could work with a clown. I could work with anyone, but because I control the show. Yeah. I could be polyamorous because I don't have a type. I've never had a type. I've always wondered it. Why don't I have a type? Blonde, brunette. Why don't I have a type? I've been engaged, married again. Why? Everyone's different. And I'm like, because I'm a ringmaster and I can play with anyone. And all my partners have been wonderful women, absolutely amazing. But now I've put this system together, I'm thinking, and I know two of them, including my wife, three of them, what their choices are. I don't know the first two, but I can imagine from the way the relationship unfolded, because obviously when you first meet someone, it's infatuation, man. You can't wait to talk to them. You know what I'm talking about. Everyone knows that feeling, and bang, you're like, this is the best thing ever. A question I always ask is, how can you go from there, where the person is absolutely amazing, to I'm sick of the sight of them. I can't get away. I don't want to go home. I'm going to stay out with the guys, or the other way around. You know what I mean? It's like, and I've never had that kind of nastiness, and I've never cheated on anybody. I've never had to. I've walked away before that's happened because I don't want to. My feminine part has always said to me, I don't want to hurt someone that way because I wouldn't want them to hurt me. And I've never understood that until I actually understood the Circus Question. And the Circus Question is part of the bigger system, which is psychology. Psychology is the term.
Okay. Wow.
I've pretty blown your brains out.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
you're
yeah.
probably
And
all of this.
we're out of time, and this is a great way to segue into a big tease, which everyone loves a big tease. So ENTV members, if you have enjoyed this, Andreas, please let them know in the comments. I'll be tagging him. Andreas, do you have links, lead magnets, anything that you can put in the comments after so people can?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got the website, and on the website, the first question is the Circus Question.
Okay.
And bits about whatever, and you can email me when you click the link. It takes you to the thing. You put your what and why, and I will try and answer. Listen, bear with me because it's gone a bit crazy recently. I've done a few magazine interviews, so this is the first live thing, whatever. But a few magazine interviews, and it's exploded. I've been nominated for an award for best innovative idea in the city of the Beatles, Liverpool. And look, I'm up against some really big boys up there, so no one knows me yet. But I'm hoping to catch up. It won't happen by Sunday because that's when the voting closes. But hey, hit me and I'll see what I can do for you, and you can come back to me as well and tell me what your partner or your wife does. Are you married?
Well, yeah, I know. No.
You're single.
No. Yep.
Well, you're going to have to ask the question and come back to me through the link as an email and say, "Hey, it's Amos. Remember that guy, the lion tamer?"
I'm just blown away. So we're gonna have to cut it here, though. So let's keep chatting off camera.
Okay.
We'll drop your stuff. We'll get that happening after. I want to get you back on the Daily Show I run to talk about this again. So ENTV,
Okay.
you know what to do. Contact Andreas. Let him know. Thanks, Andreas, for being here. We'll keep chatting.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you. Good luck, everybody.